They don't like it. The day psychedelic high was too much. अरे भाई तो चुप था. It was too much for them, so they used to ask each other, "Are you high?" That fellow says, "High." That means I am high, psychedelically. But then it was considered high, HI, short form. And it is a real Gujarati high. High? I am also high. Gujarati high means dukhi, very miserable. And when someone dies, there's a high, beating, what a beating. So are you high? Yes, I am high. Because she ran away. And you, I am also high. Because I lost the job. It's Gujarati high. Girls, Gujarati girls know anything. Hi, how's you? So, it is Gujarati high. They say thought-free mind is moksha. Which is not true. Thoughtlessness doesn't make you wise. On the contrary, you very much require thoughts to become wise. All kinds of confusion, vasanaksha confusion. Then there is a path confusion. There are so many margas to know the self. One can know the self through yoga, one can know through bhakti, one can know through Jnana marga, bhakti marga. All four margas are talked about in Gita. The path is there if thing to be achieved is away from me. If it is already achieved, there cannot be path. Like Swamiji's example, the fellow has put the glasses here and is searching, where are my glasses? Are there four margas? Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Oh, glasses are there. Bhakti is not a path. Karma with this glass, I will do seva, that is not knowledge. And no, let me do pranayama. Glasses. To find out the glass, knowledge alone is a mark. That the glass that I am searching is with me. Right here, full stop. Praptasya prapti arthe jnanam eva sadhanam. When it is something to be achieved which is already achieved, felt to be unachieved because of the veil of ignorance, to gain that thing, knowledge is only means because it will eliminate the veil of ignorance. There is no gain also. The whole process is not acquiring Atma, process is not gaining self or moksha, process is removing the ignorance. Once the ignorance is gone, ignorance removal is possible only by knowledge. And once that is gone, you realize I am Atma, that's it. So, confusion, because of not understanding Shastra traditionally. Okay? The prakriyas, all the prakriyas have two objectives. When there is adhyaropa, it is temporary acceptance of what you are. And that acceptance is ultimately to negate what you are not. Like a therapist, when you say, I have a problem, he or she will say, yes, you should have a problem. If I were you, I will have a problem. But that is only to tell, only to help him to think properly and get rid of the problem. Not that there is a problem and if I will have problems, so he starts crying along with this fellow. No. That a validation, it is in a way validation, adhyaropa. That validation is ultimately for negation. Therefore there is a vakya, neti vachanaihi nigama avochuhu. Not this, it's negations. And what is the recognition? The truth of oneself to be limitless, non-dual. Sarva bhutastham atmanam sarva bhutani atmani. I see the self as the self of all beings, and so-called all is in me. In me means I am the substratum, I am the vastu, I am the real object, only name and form. So sarva vyapitvam, all pervasiveness, and mithyatvam of the world. What is all? When you say all pervasive, it implies two things. There is something all, and that is inside all. The second sentence is, the so-called all is not real. That is also expression of the self. So, inside, outside is only one vastu. That is all pervasive. It's like space. You say there is a space, suppose one pot goes to Guru pot, and Guru pot tells him, hey, you are not a pot, but you are not a little pot space, you are total space. And that pot can be said, this space, that aham of the pot space is aham of all pots. Sarva bhutastham atma. But then, that means what? I am space. When I say I am 5 liters pot space, another says I am 10 liters pot space. The answer is that 5 liter-ness or 10 liter-ness is because of the walls of the pot. Space is free from any attributes. I am male or female, Brahmana, Kshatriya, young, old, etc. is because of this pot called body. So this identity is incidental. I am 5 liter space. When I say I am consciousness, I can say that is there in all the bodies. Consciousness is same. The space is same. Correct? In one pot it says I am in all pots. I am in all pots as Mr. Space, not Mr. Pot Space. This fellow can say that I am in all the pots. That means there are many pots? No. Pots are in space. I am the space which is within all the pots, and ultimately all pots are within me. I am not within pot. They are within me. That is called Sarva Bhutastham Atma, the self of all beings. Sarva Bhutani cha, all the selves are in consciousness. That is what one has to see the truth. There is a methodology of teaching the truth, this kind. So, invariable consciousness, which is the substratum of the entire creation. Space is the substratum of all pots, which happens to be within the pot. Okay? That is a message. And therefore, as I said, Guru becomes Pramanam. Who becomes Pramanam? Guru. And you have to surrender to Pramanam. Please understand the word surrender. Look here. I'll explain what is surrender. He keeps telling, surrender to God, surrender to God. That doesn't work. What is this color? Tell me.
Yellow.
Tell me, come on. What is this yellow? In my hand, there is a paperweight of
Yellow.
which color?
Yellow.
Those who are, I am a Gnani, and those who are Gnanis will see it red.
No, it will not work so
I, as a wise man, am seeing it as red. You, all of you saying yellow puts me in doubt. So I looked again. So one of you who is a Gnani will see it as red.
No, yellow is yellow.
However, this is a Parmatma telling, local. The original Parmatma comes and shows you and tells the same sentence. Not Nani, but who is my real Bhakta? Whom will you go by? Your eyes or my statement?
Eyes.
However, you have a wishful thinking. Swamiji cannot be wrong. But where do you surrender your opinion? Eyes. Understand, this is surrendering. Pramana Shraddha. However, the great person may be. However, reverence I may have. And as I said, even if Bhagavan comes, tell me, if Bhagavan comes and tells this, like I told you, listen this, will you doubt my statement or your eyes? Doubt my statement. Don't doubt. Eyes must be true. That is Shraddha. Asti. You may doubt me. You know which way? What happened to Swamiji? So far he has been alright. Track record is okay. Record is good. He has been talking sensible things. Suddenly, it seems since morning he looks sick. Medicine which makes him sleepy, and he has something in his eyes problem. Problem is with me, not your eyes.
Yes.
Surrender. Surrendering to Guru means my ego may say, no, that is not wrong, that's not right. My day-to-day experience is Atma is dukhi. I have strong anubhuti that I am limited, whatever may be. But Shastra is a pramanam, just as your eyes are pramanam to see this. Shastra is a pramanam for seeing the self. That is a surrender to Guru. And that being the case, na narena avarena prokta eshaha suvigneyo bahudha chintamana. Avarena narena prokta. Prokta is not said, taught. When a person of inferior intellect, our inferior not having proper knowledge. When I say proper, knowledge is always proper. Not having proper knowledge of teaching tradition also. Both he or she herself or himself doesn't have a vision, and himself or herself doesn't know how to communicate. And that is why nasuvigneyaha is not known, cannot be known easily. And suvigneyo bahuda, it can be known if it is thought of in various ways. Various means holistically. If it is seen in the context of scriptural perception. And ananya prokte gatiratra nasti. Ananya means anya means different. Ananya means not different. That means oneness. When the Upadesha is of oneness, two things, oneness. Ananya prokta is twofold meaning. When the whole teaching is of oneness, then you will know oneness. If teaching sometimes Acharya is dual, Veda, etc. They say, I am a part of it, or fraction of it, or away from it, etc. When this is told, then then there is no going hereafter. Means you are free from the lives of, from the cycle of birth and death. Ananya prokte means the teacher should reveal the self as non-dual. That's ultimate. Not simply knowing I am a witness But that witness is the witness, so-called witness in all bodies, and that witness is the substratum of the entire creation. Jagadadhara Sakshi Ahasmi. That wisdom, when it is revealed, Proktaha Gatihi Nasti, then there is no Gati, no going, coming, and Agatihi Nasti, there is no possibility of not knowing also. And why so? Why they have confusion? Because Aniyan hi artarkyam anupramana. It is very Aniyan hi artarkyam. It by itself is very subtle, or it's very difficult to know. There was very subtle to Brahman. Atarkyam anupramana. It cannot be thought over. It is not contention. It is not armchair philosophy, because it is beyond intellect. Atarkyam means it is not within the sphere of intellect. That is what it is. Okay. We'll see more in the evening class.
Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.